Going on, KSA Chris here, the Real Estate Blitz. I got a question in from Pat on YouTube. So it says, "Hi Chris, just wanted to ask a follow-up question to this video." So it was the video was one that I did just the other day on do I buy leads from Mojo? And this is what he says: "I am also a new agent starting out in my first queue and really wanted to follow a regimented morning prospecting routine consistently," which is great. Very good, Pat. "With Mojo, is it possible to just purchase leads without the dialer?" So this is how it sorts out. The Mojo is the dialer. So you don't need to pay extra money. You can get a single line dialer, which works out well. And I mentioned in the reply that I wrote on YouTube that there are pros and cons to that. So I'll get to that in a second, but I want to read through the rest of it. "And what are your thoughts on your dialing manually on the phone from leads purchased to get some practice before moving into a dialer or triple dialer? And if the goal is to just buy leads, do you recommend other companies instead of Mojo?" Okay, so let me back up. I think the word, and I might change it on YouTube. When you talk about leads, to me, the word leads means something different. When you're going and using a dialer like Vulcan 7, Espresso Agent, RedX, Mojo, you're not buying leads. You're paying for phone numbers. You're paying for opportunity to create leads. Okay, so it's a little bit different. I probably wrote that funky. Yeah, so I'm going to change that on YouTube because you're not buying leads. You're basically buying phone numbers. The phone numbers give you opportunities to reach out to more people to potentially get a lead and an appointment. So let me walk down. I'll start answering the first question. So I did for years, and I think I wrote that in my reply. I really would just purchase numbers, or I would get free phone numbers from other people. I've talked about this in other videos. That's a little bit of a gray area, but I was much younger. And I take those numbers and I call them. I did do it manually on my phone like this, so I just jump on there and manually call. And the pros to that, the pros to that is that I was engaged. Every number I called, I was in that moment, I was in that number, and I was connecting with a lot more people and converting at a very high level. The cons to that, the bad part, it really does. I always look at what's the goal. What are we trying to accomplish? When you're mass calling or you're circle prospecting, you're circle dialing, you're calling expireds, canceled, absentees, whatever you're calling. The goal is that it's giving you an opportunity for a specific amount of time. I tell everybody 2 hours per day to try to expand and touch as many people as possible, because I always go back to the number one truth in real estate is people are going to pick their agent based off of the first or second person that they've been exposed to. Our issue as real estate agents, the reason why you don't have more business, the reason why you don't have more business is because not enough people know that you help people buy and sell homes. So getting on the phone, if I can squeeze in 100 to 300 phone calls within an hour, it's an opportunity to expose the fact that I help people buy and sell homes to more people in a shorter amount of time. That's what a triple line dialer will do for you. I was not a fan of triple line dialing. I did try it once with a Perfect Storm on RedX. Was it Perfect Storm or RedX? Anyways, on RedX, they have their own little dialer, and I didn't feel good. And looking back, I think the reason why I didn't feel good is because my overall confidence and my abilities were limited. Now, I jump on there. I'm all about a triple line dialer. I don't even blink. I love just cooking through my numbers as fast as possible. And I can also build in my inbound sync leads or really any inbound lead, past databases. I can upload really much everything in my CRM. It all uploads to Mojo. I did a video on that as well, so you can check it out. So that should answer the first one. What are my thoughts? I talked about dialing manually and triple dialers, and if the goal is to just buy leads, do you recommend other companies instead of Mojo? Okay, just buying leads. I've done videos on this too. If you're buying leads, like it's totally different than a dialer. Mojo is a dialer along with everything else I've been talking about. If you want to buy leads, now you're talking about Zillow, you're talking about Trilio, you're talking about Realtor.com. You're talking about you can use different platforms like Sync, Boomtown. There's a lot of different people out there that you can buy leads from. I think if you just are haphazardly going to buy leads and you don't have processes and procedures behind that, you're going to piss away your money. I know because I've done it. Even when we were buying leads to feed to our team, the agents on our team, I have my ISA in here right now. Oh, no, she just walked out. My ISA wasn't here. But we're going through old leads from agents that were here, and we literally, I think, are up to like 44, 45 homes that have sold that should have been sold through our team, but our agents were not working those leads. So just buying leads is not enough. You actually have to work those leads for an extended period of time and have your process in place to do that. So hope I answered your question, Pat. I told you it was a little more complicated than just typing it out. I'm going to change because I don't like the idea of do I buy leads? It's not buying leads, it's buying phone numbers. It's buying opportunity. That's all I got. Appreciate y'all, and I hope this helped. All right, have a good one. Bye.